All right, I'm so excited because ever since the first time I saw her purse, I've been wanting to meet her, and Sage Aubrey is here. You are here. Say, how are you?
I am so good. I'm so honored to be here today.
Yeah, and I'm very honored because we're your first local TV station show to be on.
Yeah, this is honestly my first, and it's incredible because this city built the brand.
Yeah.
So I'm diving in with you guys today.
So, I love it. All right, let's do a little history here because you were born and raised here.
Yes.
And you have a great story that you went off, of course, after high school.
Yes.
To study where?
I went to fashion school, and I'm an official fashion school dropout. So I left fashion school, I came back here, I was going to ASU, and I had this itch to get back into business. I've always been very entrepreneurial since I was a young girl, and so I had money saved from high school that I started my first boutique when I was 22 years old.
Wow.
And I did that for about 6 years till the economy crashed, and which gave me a different perspective on what I wanted to do. Once I got into the boutique business, I started to see the other side of the industry. And I was like, how do I get there? So although it was really difficult losing my businesses, I also believed it also inspired me to go and get on the other side of the business, which I always wanted to do anyways. So it kind of gave me the kick in the butt to get there.
Yeah, and designing the purses was neat. So now let's fast forward a little bit.
Yep.
Where you started designing the purses.
And I had no idea what I was doing, completely self-taught. So I do not recommend it, but I was really motivated to, like I said, to design and to do something and create my own collection. And I one day read a story from Rebecca Minkoff, and I was like, oh, she seems like a normal girl who did it. So she inspired me to go and do it. And I found my first manufacturer, my first sample maker in LA, and it was a horrible experience. As most experiences are when you first start out, you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that led me around the world trying to find the right manufacturing partners, the people who can actually manufacture this style of bag. It's very complicated.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey.
It's awesome. And let's talk. So we have the line here, and
Yes.
I'm going to say something because when I did mention to friends in New York and around about you, and they're like, oh my goodness, they were just screaming about you. It was amazing. So I wish I could carry a purse. And we talked about a computer bag.
Possibly,
so we'll talk about
in
that.
the future.
Let's talk about the purses. I mean, again, this is the one I saw with a friend who was in a different color.
Yes.
And that color went so fast, and it was like a camel kind of color.
Yeah, so this is our signature bag in the collection. This is the Luna. I took 4 years of developing and sampling this collection before we actually ever launched the brand. So it's really, really sentimental to me because it has a lot of meaning.
Yeah.
Everything I do is to empower women. So when I began designing my collection, I was like, how can I create something that is structural and powerful and iconic and makes a statement so the woman that's wearing it, she feels confident and powerful in the bag when she is possessing the bag. The next is, you'll see it has a really interesting gemstone shape. Some people say it's geometric, but I like to say it's multifaceted like a gemstone. I believe women's lives are very multifaceted, and I wanted something that represented that. And also, I believe in form, but also function. So every one of the bags in the collections comes with a crossbody shoulder strap. It's very easy to open and get into. There's multiple pockets where you can organize things inside of them. So it's designed by a woman for women to actually be a functioning handbag.
And it's just amazing to see them out and everything. And you see, I do see some women, they sit to the side, they do different things. It's so cool to watch them.
Yeah, it's like a little piece of art.
Yeah.
So you can carry, if you're an art aficionado, it's like people enjoy this collection for different reasons. But the way that we're actually really building a name for ourselves is through the community that we're really driving. So for one, being woman-owned. Second, we're a completely sustainable company. I run a zero waste production line in Italy, and any waste or excess that we do accumulate is repurposed into small leather goods, into our shoulder straps down here. So basically, we are running a completely sustainable company. And we small batch craft. So we only bring in a limited number each season. Every 4 months we bring in new collections. And once those colors are sold out, they're sold out. So that's the one thing that it's kind of fun for other people too, is that they don't have the same bag that every single person has on Instagram, wearing all over the place. So it's fun that you kind of have your own little limited edition Sage Aubrey handbag.
This is amazing. And these are the colors that we're seeing in right now? Is this what the...
Yeah, these are some of our hottest selling colors that I brought today.
Okay.
We just released the chocolate croc.
Okay.
Yes, we have this fuchsia that's been like blowing out. Carnation's going to be really fun to see how it sells for Valentine's Day. So we've got pistachio.
And
We've got, I mean, and we're also known for our color arrangements. So everything is really like happy and fun and.
So, and the thing is that you're in select boutiques around
Yes.
Phoenix and around the country a little bit. And so, where can people find? Like, can they go to the website? Where can they find more?
Yes, so you can find us at www.sageaubrey.com, or please visit one of our Valley retailers. I'm obsessed with these girls. They get behind the brand. They have supported me immensely. Vita Moulin. You can go to Muse Apparel in Uptown Plaza, Amy Atelier at the Waterfront, Urbana at the Scottsdale Quarter and Arcadia. So check these girls out. They're all women-owned businesses as well.
Okay, and I have to say this, and it's kind of neat that I said this too before we came on, but I told my friends from New York and LA I was having you on. They're like, oh my goodness, they are starting to compare you to Kate Spade.
Oh,
and that
gosh.
must be an honor because, you know, Kate Spade was just amazing. She, again, family's from here. And so how does that feel that you're starting to be considered the next Kate Spade bag?
I think it's humbling and it's an honor 100%, and those are some really big shoes to fill. And if we get to bring that back to Arizona and do that, I think that would be the coolest thing ever.
Well, you're doing it, son. You're doing it.
Yeah, and thank you so
You're
much for having me here, because this is what helps us build.
Well, I love it. I'm glad you're here. Like I said,
Yeah.
I fell in love with the purse, and I was like, that's a cool purse, even though I don't carry a purse. But we are talking, of course, hopefully a computer bag. So we'll see about that.
In the future. I'm all about it.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Hey, you know, you want more information about, of course, Sage and everything you've seen here, don't forget you can go to aztv.com to find out more. All right, come on back. We're not done. Again, we start February off big. So how are we going with it? Find out.